blowing their head off. I mean, this is what good guys do. I mean, come on, it's trendy. So I want to show you a brief report, because now it's all admitted that 30,000 people from one town have been driven out of their homes in what appears to have been an act of revenge for their role in the 3-month siege of the city of Misrata. So what really happened in the town, and it goes on, where they try to whitewash it in the BBC. All of you, quote, liberals who really are a bunch of fascist tyrannizers, feel good about the Nazi love that you have. I mean, your camouflages worked well, but you mid-level folks, feel good about the 40,000 conservatively dead blacks in Libya. 30,000 driven out of one town, hacked up with machetes, machine gunned. I mean, feel good about what you are. Own it. Because Lord knows you're not going to come out. You think later you're going to kind of, in the BBC, go, oh, this is too bad, this happened. And then you're going to get away with what you've done spiritually. I know you don't believe in God. Karmically. The only way to get around this is to repent for it and to speak out against what you've been involved in. And if you don't, it's on you. Okay? It's on you. All of you that push the vaccines without researching it, and all the untold death and cancer and sterilization. All of you pushing Gardasil and the deaths and illness here, and the untold death and illness in Mexico that's now unfolding as the shots begin. It's on you. And the fact that you trust this system so much. So I thought I'd show you this report from, I don't know how many months ago. Yes, this is 2 months ago. This is September 2nd. It's now December 13th. September 2nd, here we are breaking down what happened with our report, Black Genocide in Libya. Here it is.
The destruction of the spirit of the people.
We've seen racist accusations thrown at our leaders in the past.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
But Barack Obama was supposed to be different. He was supposed to be a champion to all. But now we see that our participation in Libya and the current conflict is a direct correlation to the images you're about to see. Here we see the town of Tawerga and a massacre of the blacks that have lived there. Their hands were bound behind their backs and they were shot in the head. Black-run businesses are being burned all across Libya, and blacks are being rounded up in the back of pickups and taken to prison camps. The dogs of war have been unleashed, and we can expect to see more images of racist attacks on black Africans by Al-Qaeda-backed forces. The next time someone claims you're a racist for not supporting Obamacare, isn't the U.S. and NATO-backed genocide against black Africans the real racist agenda? Remember, Libya is not Bush's war. It was started by Barack Obama, a president who has roots in Africa and is using black cover to do the bidding of the New World Order.
But see, now if you're not for killing 40,000 blacks, you're against black people. Literally, I'm like, Obama just increased all the forced abortion funding for Africa, where they tell women, we'll let you out of this debt, we'll give you money, just let us sterilize you, kill that baby, and then let us tie your tubes. And it's like, oh, that's trendy. I've had black leaders here in my studio. I did an interview with one months ago. I didn't even air it. Just because I can't be involved in this. And he was like, no, I don't want to discuss abortion. I don't want to discuss the targeting of blacks with this stuff. And I'm just like, that's the litmus test right there. Again, I don't have some white guilt. Folks, people enslave, people do whatever. They use excuses to do it. Humans are all the same. See, I don't have some guilt here. I feel good about who I am. I sleep good at night. Even though the globalists could kill me or set me up any day. Because I know I'm a good person. I don't give a rat's behind what color you are. It's the content of your mind, the content of your deeds. That's what I stand for. And you will not see the black leaders ever do anything because they're bought and paid for political whores. Black America, white America, Hispanic, Asian America, whatever the case is, you're not going to find leaders with who they're shoveling at you on the nightly news. Not Al Sharpton, not Jesse Jackson, not any of these globalists, Obama, Newt Gingrich, any of them. You're going to have to do some research to find the truth. And quite frankly, you just stumbled right in the middle of it. I don't need to sit here and defend myself. I know what I say is researched. I know what I'm talking about. And I'm begging you to realize what you're seeing here. I know subscribers know, but people out there watching this on the web, this isn't a game. You think tyranny's a game? Study history. It's not a game. And it's about to go into a very sick level. And then still sicker after that. That's why I'm so desperate to warn people. It's why I can pour my heart and soul out. Not because I'm some humanitarian, but because I want to survive. And to survive, we've all got to survive together. They always sell groups on, let's kill this group and you'll do good. And then you're the next group they kill. A great microcosm of this is Bill Gates. We played the clip a lot. We should do another report on this. We played it probably 10 times this year on radio and TV. We got up and said, yeah, they're called death panels. Not a very popular term, but I'll use it. You don't give grandma treatment in that last year, and you can hire 10 teachers. And the teachers group was like, yay, they're like, kill grandma. Do you idiots think you're really going to get part of that money from killing grandma? You just lower the standard for everybody. That's what NAFTA and GATT and all of it is about. When you pick up your own trash at McDonald's, you're not getting a better price on the food. You're lowering the standard everywhere where people eat at dirty tables. You're destroying entry-level jobs. When you don't want a service attendant to pump your gas, which phased out all the people servicing your car, you destroy the level of service. A society is unlimited in what it can build. And the anthropologists, the economics experts, they know all this. It gets sophisticated, but the point is they're trying to train us to accept less and less. I got articles on that coming up. So Clinton's living in town spills his terrible secrets. Now the BBC, because mission's accomplished, can now feel sorry about those that they slaughtered. The BBC were warmongering whoremongers who loved it. The rest of the whore media as well. The blood's on your hands. All those kids with their lower mandibles blown off and their tongues hanging out, screaming in pain and death. It's all yours. I hope you enjoy owning that. Not in my name. I'll risk my life here to expose these murderers and go through all the harassment so it's not on my soul. And not because I'm even scared and superstitious. I can feel evil that's done in my name. I can feel change, like in A Christmas Carol. You know, the story of Scrooge, when he's talking to his old business partner with all the chains and everything, and he goes, your chains and weights are much bigger. When I do something wrong, folks, I can feel the chain on me. You understand that? And because you're spiritually blind, you can't feel it. I want these chains off of me. You understand that? I don't, I'm going to stop preaching here. I'm going to stop it. I'm wound up tonight. False rumor that Strait of Hormuz was closed sends oil prices skyrocketing. Confusion caused by military drill rattles markets. Oil exploded in prices today. But again, I was reading this headline. Look, the Iranians said Monday, we're going to do a drill to shut it down. And that itself driving it up, $3, which is huge in one day. I mean, what do you expect markets to do? And of course, some media then said, oh my God, they're going to block it. But really they said, we're going to do a drill for blocking it. But this gives you an idea of what's going to happen if they actually do block it. They're talking $200 to $500. I kept saying $200 to $300. Now the analysts are $200 to $500, $350 being what they mainly think it's going to settle in on. SOPA is unconstitutional and criminalize the internet. China is the model. That's a Washington blog article, but that was actually run as a headline in what the Weekly Standard basically said the exact same thing and broke that all down. I covered that on the radio, the Hill blog, all over the Washington Post, admitting this is a selective kill switch. One headline was a kill switch on free speech. So it's here, it's admitted, they're trying to pass it. To selectively shut down whoever they want because they've committed all these crimes. They're not going to give Corzine the green light to steal billions and others. They're like, oh, Madoff got in trouble. We've got to, just totally take over. So they can steal everything because they want to be in total control. Now, shifting gears, remember this article, December 2nd, 2011, and we first reported on this back in February. Draconian EPA regulations to cause rolling blackouts. Critics attacked by White House for making connection proven accurate. The White House attacked PrisonPlanet.com and the article I did with Paul Watson back in February. And then since then, all these major commissions have come out and said, yeah, you're going to have rolling blackouts. Your power prices are basically going to double. Okay? And here's the article. So, as we keep telling you, the globalists want to sell you less for more, the post-industrial model. And it's all about breaking your will with the TSA, hands down the pants, all of it. It's about getting past barriers, putting drones in the sky, having smart boxes, smart meters, control the temperature in your house, new appliances with chips in them, with information over the power line, tracking what you do in your house. It's all admitted. I'd tell people about this because it was in MIT documents 15 years ago. Folks laughed. Now it's in your face. It's unlimited tyranny, just like they've done in third world countries. It's their model of control. Bankrupt you, make you homeless. You'll be happy to just have a roof over your head. Put paramilitary police in over you and your family. This is the tyranny. This is the new dark ages of the new world order that must be opposed. Now, let me go ahead and give you some good news. Okay, at least we know what they're doing. At least we're awake to this insider mafia takeover that we're facing. Let me give you some good news. The Orlando Sentinel's reporting Broward is looking at a request to ban body scanners at airports until they can prove they're safe, because it's come out that they've lied about their safety and top scientists say they are deadly. So the good news is that Broward is mulling requests to ban body scanners at airport. They go on to say that until they can prove that it's safe, they're going to move to ban it. TSA spokesman Jonathan Allen in Atlanta couldn't say whether his agency would follow the county's request. He said it's the agency's policy to not comment on pending legislation, but he said the agency is satisfied with the request report by the Department of Homeland Security Inspector General, which concluded that backscatter technology is well within national standards of safe for all passengers. Yeah, the EPA's raised radiation levels and says higher levels is safer now. Just amazing. Now, looking at one more piece of TSA news, we were sent this by a listener today that they took there in Broward County at the Fort Lauderdale, Florida airport, and Santa Claus, you can see his red top there and then his pants. Santa Claus, someone playing the part of Santa Claus who's trying to fly, was basically groped by TSA to make sure that they weren't an Al-Qaeda. After all, they had a beard, so they must be evil. Now let's get into the good news on the Ron Paul front. Ron Paul ties with Newt Gingrich in latest Iowa PPP poll, and it goes through all of those numbers. And, of course, that's even with skewed polls, he's tying. The truth is he's not number 2 in most states. He's number 1, and Newt Gingrich is a total globalist. If we expose him, he will implode. Now, I want to go to a video clip here of some of the questions I asked Ron Paul today, and then we're going to go to break and come back with Aaron Dykes and part 2 of the interview he started on air, but that went over with pharmacist Ben Fuchs on the secrets of disease, the secrets of nutrition, and how to reverse so many of these diseases. Incredible information with pharmacist Ben Fuchs coming up after this Ron Paul clip in the break. But here are the latest articles at Infowars.com. Ron Paul on my show today, the radio show, said Fast and Furious is a criminal false flag staged terror attack against America. And my interview is up there in full and broke down the fact that Eric Holder is a criminal. So very bold, telling the truth in a world of universal deceit. Telling the truth is a revolutionary act. And another big tidbit of many in the interview, Ron Paul said defense bill establishes martial law in America. Congressman condemns bold, arrogant, dangerous move to intern Americans without trial. And we'll cover more of that on the radio tomorrow. But these reports are so bombshell, so please get them out to everyone you know. In closing, before we go to some excerpts of the Ron Paul interview from the radio today, I want to just say incredible job to the crew and thank all of you for watching and spreading the word out there. This is teleprompter-free news. So some nights it's 30 minutes, some nights it's 2 hours. I think we've ever actually done 30 minutes, but it's always 35 minutes or 2 hours, an hour long, whatever the case is. Thank you for supporting us. Because you who are subscribers to PrisonPlanet.tv, you see it when it first airs. You see the higher quality archives, all the films, the books, the other interviews in one spot. Almost 9 years of material. But you pay it forward and support as an information warfare outreach to the millions every week that watch this on YouTube and other video platforms. So I want to thank all of you that are PrisonPlanet.tv subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, people loved it so much. Next week, we're bringing back the 15-day free trial on the yearly or the monthly. But right now, we're also running a special we do every year during December where you can get 44% off a year membership. You pay for 6.7 months. You get 5.3 months free. We've got some other specials as well that are 70% off right now at PrisonPlanet.tv or Infowars.com. So remember, when you buy the books, the T-shirts, the materials, you not only get powerful films and tools to wake others up, you support the command base here in the fight against tyrants. We're risking our lives, our name, our sacred honor. We appreciate you risking some of your treasure in the fight against tyrants. Or you can get in the ditch and lick their boots. No one can deny, though, we're at the tip of the spear, and right here beside and behind Ron Paul. Okay, let's go to some excerpts of this Ron Paul interview we did today, and then we'll go to the Ben Fuchs interview with Aaron Dykes, the part we didn't air last night. God bless you all. All the Republicans here in Austin are going to protest Eric Holder, the Attorney General, today because he wants the UN to oversee our elections. And I agree, that's certainly out of control and treasonous.